Boys, in honor of the change that we are making a better chat in the Big 26. We are going to start by bringing back a segment we haven't done in a little bit. We are doing unbanned form bingo. It's been a little bit since I went through the unbanned forms, and we banned quite a few people over the last couple of months. Slime was on my stream for a total of 20 hours, so that alone is probably 200 people whose unbanned forms I'll have to go through. Sorry, Lud, I gotta go. Where you gotta go? I started streaming 30 minutes ago. What do you mean you gotta go? We're just starting the unbanned form sec. Where do you gotta go? You're going to the pool. Then bring me in the pool. Put me on a mobile device. Oh, yeah, you didn't get a phone down in Australia? Prop me up. Prop me up when you're splashing in the pool. Tim, you gotta permaban that guy. I want the Australian gone. I hope the pool was worth it, by the way. I hope you have a fun time splish splashing. All right, boys, it is time. Let us go through our unbanned forms. We have 533 unbanned requests. Honestly, not that bad. That is not that bad. Okay, let's take a look at our unbanned forms. We're going for bingo, boys. If we hit bingo, I will gift you guys. Actually, I'm not going to gift you guys. If you hit bingo, then you guys kind of owe me shit. How about this? If we don't hit bingo in the next 45 minutes, I will gift you each, YouTube Frogs and Twitch Frogs, 100 subs. If we do hit bingo, then everybody watching has to drop their Twitch Prime instantly to repent for the behavior of their fellow chatters. Let's jump into our unbanned form. You have 37 viewers, lol. Who are the players? Lol. Small ass streamer. We ain't doing that, fat ass. Fat ass. Has Cutie been a good girl? Has Cutie been a good girl recently? Okay, dude, what the fuck? I was trying to be funny. Sorry, it won't happen again. Let's keep going. Damn, only 4K. Lud fell off. Guys, let's troll Lud with these emojis. Nerd face, nerd face, nerd face. All right, you know what? First off, this is a bingo spot. If it's on my board. Is it on here? Where's my girlfriend? It's girlfriend slander, really, is what it is. I don't know if I technically have a spot for this. I think I technically don't. You know what it actually is? And I think this is the most accurate. If it's anything here, it's rage bait. Like every single thing they write is rage bait. They are a peak, like their whole personality is rage baiting. They're a dumbass. I don't think those things are mutually exclusive, by the way. I would argue that those are usually connected. You rage bait too much, you slip into dumbasshood. Dumbassery. I was trying to be funny. Sorry, it won't happen again. I am going to deny. I don't think you're a bad person. I just think my chat would be better off if you weren't in it as frequently. Maybe you will be a better chatter in the future. But I think my chat overall, as a community, would be a worse chat with your comments. Okay? And that's what the goal of the unbanned forms is. Curating the coolest chat possible. I hate women with big butts. I don't actually hate women with big butts? M. Night Shyamalan level plot twist? Holy shit. Also, Tim, do you just ban people if they don't like women with big butts? Tim's like, hold up, not in my chat. You better like big asses. You're not able to chill in here if you don't. Okay, now this is a first time chat. Mark it down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you better hope a racist don't show up. Otherwise, this is going to get real interesting. Now, the question is, do we ban, do we unban? I think, all things considered, an unban is fine. They have not shown, they have enough potential remaining that they could be a good chatter. This was their first message ever, and I think honestly, their unban requests has undone the concerns that I had with their initial chat. I'll give them a second chance. 100 million, 100 million, 100 million. It's difficult for you to make money while you sleep. Bad driver honk. Very nice dude. She is a disgrace to women. She is a shitty woman. Okay, let's read this one. Dear mods, I'm sorry. I was lurking around and thought you can say anything on the internet. Pokimane is the streamer. Pokimane is the streamer ever. She is not a bad driver. Does she have a license? I don't know if she has a license. She's probably a bad driver. I don't know if she has a license. And I know for a fact she has a awesome personality. The stuff I said above was very rude and disgusting. Ludwig with a W is a awesome streamer and a nice dude as well. Both are awesome. And again, I am super sorry. I have realized my mistake and no promise to never say the bad stuff. Indeed, I am a disgusting person and should go to hell. This apology is bar none one of the worst I've ever read. It is filled with grammatical issues. It goes way beyond an attempted apology into just a suck-off glaze session, which only seems to be for the intent of being unbanned. It's not AI because AI couldn't write it that poorly. All right, let's first off, I'm thinking, fellas, this could be sexist. I mean, this is a classic sexist trope, no? Women bad at driving? Like, this is as old as fucking cars. So I think it's fair to say we can mark off for sexism. I think that is fair. Okay, I want to keep my unbanned forms rolling. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to pull up an unban request. Mods, can we run a poll? You guys will determine. I'm not even going to look what happened. I'm just going to pull up a random one. You guys will determine what happens to this, this poor soul. And then, boom, I'll be back. Okay? All they said was loser. All right, fair enough. All right, be right back. All right, what was the decision? He was banned on June 7th. So we decided to unban him because it's 6-7. Does this, I don't think this counts as 6-7 on the bingo, does it? Does this count as 6-7? I mean, I guess, yeah, it does. I mean, he got banned on 6-7. Sure, I'll count it. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Loser, I meant it in a nice way, not mean. All right. Unban. Welcome back, loser. Next. You just said yesterday to use AI for resumes. Find the clip. Give me 5. I found the resume clip. You're right. I'd rather not get banned, but I'm an honest man. I'm claiming responsibility for misinformation. I will take the punishment. I was wrong about something Ludwig said and got sacrificed. I like chatting, and Ludwig doesn't pay attention to YouTube chat, so... Oh, there's a clip. Ooh, I love a clip in unbanned forms.
You said yesterday to use AI for resumes? I never said that once in my life. I said lie on your resume. You did? Find the clip, you're VIP'd. If you can't find the clip, you are banned for life.
And they couldn't find the fucking clip. That is justice, man. That is justice. I don't know what to say. Now, here's the deal. I said I would ban them for life. That was my punishment that I levied to them. Okay? But what type of ruler would I be if I never second-guessed the punishments I levied? There have been a few months between us and this incident. I think it's okay to be gracious. I think it's okay to be merciful. I welcome you back mercifully. Please use more 7TV and FFZ emotes when typing. Thank you. By the way, the last one is a bingo board. That was a Ludwig ban. I banned that person for, that was my decision for not, obviously, getting the clip. Next up, interesting. They only had one comment the day, and it said, no one cares. They didn't put a space. There's a space between no one. I didn't know what Lud was talking about because I tabbed into the stream, and I didn't realize he was talking about a serious topic before. This was Ludwig talking about a community death, not the Minecraft. Oh, my God. Yeah, I remember this. This is when I found out, right, that somebody had died. I was talking about it. And then in chat, I read no one cares. Spelled incorrectly. Which I snap banned. Which probably, like, if I'm genuinely thinking back of all the bans I've ever done, it's probably like a top 3. That's fair. Ban of all time. And it's not 2 or 3. I also think that's not even enough of an unban request note for me to do the unban here. The thing you said was just callous and mean in a vacuum, that to not even seek the context of the conversation, even if this was true, right? To not even seek the context of the conversation before typing something so callous is just a dumb thing to do in general. You know, there are certain sentences that you got it. It's fine to say no one cares. That's not the issue. But you got to be a little more thoughtful. It's like dropping a kill yourself in the wrong group chat. You know, you got to think about these things. For me, it's no one. Dipshit. This is rigged. I'm not playing, so I'm not losing. Lol, idiot. And I wouldn't own PSI. I would literally piss on them and FaZe. I would literally piss in anyone in this lobby. I'm still here, pussy. Then Tim banned them. I had a bad day and was being bullied by Indigo Sierra 9. Oh, fellas, we gotta see the drama. What did Indigo Sierra 9 say? Hold the phone, we gotta look. So this was from October 25th, 2025. So that's what I gotta scroll up to. Okay, here it is. Minus 200k Lamau mods, we can't hear Lud. Can we get Lud audio next game? FaZe kids are getting salty already. So I'm assuming this was from FaZe PSL, the show match. I think I'd be right in guessing that, right? I think that's the right date. Sounds like the right context. Okay. And they're betting channel points. And this guy is mad about maybe losing channel points. And then Fib X strategy is the conversation we're trying to read here. So let's see if we can pull up both at the same time. All right. So Fib X strategy said this is rigged. Okay. They replied at 10:05. And then he said Lamau Cope. Was that really it? I mean, that's all that's here. All he said was Lamau Cope. I mean, I guess he said FaZe kids are getting salty, which is a general shot. And then he said Lamau Cope. And then he replied, I'm still here, pussy. What was... I mean, that's it. Was it in DMs, you think? Maybe it was in DM. My only guess is that it was in DMs. No. He's here and he's saying he didn't DM anyone. I mean... Look, I think he kind of got clocked. Because this account was created in 2020. This account followed me on October 25th, 2025. Presumably, this account followed me because they were a FaZe fan and they wanted to watch the FaZe versus PSL match. This is the first time they ever typed in my chat. This is the first day that they ever followed me. It makes a lot of sense. The first comment they ever wrote was that this is rigged after FaZe was getting fucking rolled. And then he said, I'm not playing, so I'm not losing. Presumably, he got, you know, probably made fun of by my chat. I believe this. Because what would everyone see? They would see a first-time chatter after FaZe got fucked up. And the chat message was, this is rigged. I could see that, and that would be kind of funny. I would make fun of that person. I get it. I would make fun of that person too. Obviously, the FaZe versus PSL match wasn't rigged. Now, it wasn't run perfect, of course. I already acknowledged this, and I apologize for this. But facts are, FaZe had as big of a heads up as we did. They just put no effort into practicing because they think they're better than they are. They don't value money in the same way because they're all millionaires. And ultimately, they're overconfident in skills that they used to have but no longer do. They're all, with the exception of possibly Case, on horrible gamers, okay? And they asked for the rematch, and I let them, okay, pick our third game. This is all facts, okay? I think it's fine to unban. All right, next. Okay, this is the woman category, no? Okay, I gotta wonder what the context of that is. I am not very familiar with the Streamer Awards category, and I joined the stream to see Ludwig submitting a nomination for the Sapphire Award. I was not questioning that KDB is a woman. I was asking for clarification on what the category is actually for, as I'd already scrolled past the description. Scroll past the description. I am sorry for the words I typed. I know how they're perceived, and I'll try to do better in the future to think about multiple implications for my message, of what my messages can do have. Okay. I'm trying to judge. I'm sitting right here because I actually think what they wrote is very reasonable. I'm actually just sitting here because I don't know if it's AI or not. I don't think it is, though. I actually don't think it's AI. I actually just genuinely think it's a well-written apology for a misunderstanding and a poorly timed comment that made sense in their head, and I get why Doll banned in that moment. So I think an unban is totally fine. Pussy mod. Generally, I wouldn't talk about the mods so crassly, but I also don't. I think the ban was fine. Like, it was timed literally when I had voted KDB. And then if you read this, the implication is that KDB wouldn't be deserving of being nominated for the Sapphire Award because she's not a woman. That's what it would... I think that's totally... And by the way, you're getting mad. This was acknowledged by the person who wrote it. So it's like, you're a third party. You're not in this situation. The person who did the thing that was misunderstood acknowledged that it was reasonable for it to be misunderstood. Somebody misunderstood it. And then you're a third party going, fucking bullshit. Like, what are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? Whoa! We have a slime ban with absolutely no messages in chat ever. A 0 message chatter. Now we're going to read what they wrote first, and then we're going to see from the mod comment what they did. I was making fun of Slime while he was having some unfortunate luck in League of Legends, so he cross-chat banned me. I'm regret my actions, and I'm sorry to Slime for making his mental worse. I'm not even a chatter, I just like watching chat too. Once again, I am sorry. Baiting a ban in Slime's chat. Now, I'm a mod in Slime's chat, so I can see what they wrote, and I think that will determine our ruling. One message ever. One message ever. What could the singular message be? I though League had color, why is yours gray all the time? Now ban me. And then he requested an unban, and Slime replied, please leave me alone, man. That's a good one. I actually think that was such a lame one. It was actually one of the worst executions of gray screen lull that I've ever seen in my life. And it was made so much worse by the weighty anchor that was now ban me. Do you know what I mean? There's no way for me to read it without going like, now ban. Yeah, it is pilled. Now ban me. Ultimately, they're a lurker, so I think it's fine to unban. I think it's fine to unban because they're a lurker. They've never typed. All right. What the fuck? Okay, hold up. We gotta fucking dissect this shit. First off, before we even dive into what the message is, we have a message which seems to be in complete simplified Chinese here. Let me see if I can possibly translate. In Asia, legal large-scale fishing typically requires compliance with national or regional fisheries laws and quota systems. The following are some of the main areas where large-scale fishing can be legally conducted. China, in parts of East China Sea, Yellow Sea, and South China Sea. Fishing licenses are required, and seasonal fishing bans must be observed. And then it just goes on to mention many specific regions where you need licenses. And then on 10/28, they wrote, the first Neanderthal genome sequence was published in 2010 and strongly indicated interbreeding between Neanderthals and early modern humans. The genomes of all studied modern populations contain Neanderthal DNA in all. And then Dahl timed him out, and then Dahl banned him. I believe I've been treated unfairly. I am able to sue Ludwig for this. I will be putting all my money into a lawsuit if I am not unbanned by January 1st, 2026. This is not to be taken lightly, as with money comes power. I might not win the lawsuit, but it should still be annoying for Ludwig himself. Okay, all right. I'm going to deny, and I'm going to say you're late. But that is, mark it on the bingo, a double down. In fact, threatening to sue me might even be like a triple or quadruple down. I don't know if I've ever been threatened lawsuit in an unbanned form request. And now that it's happened, I don't think it'll be the last time. All right. C. DeWog is well annoying. This was from over a year ago. Sorry, I don't even remember writing this. Won't happen again. That's friend slander. We don't do friend slander. I think, in general, if your first chat message, if your first thought, if your first impulse, and you've never typed before, is someone sucks or is annoying or whatever, the chat is generally a better place without you in it. So I'll deny and say, have a well day. 43 seconds, holy. You love hating on Ron Lamau. You're a new gen. Ludwig touches me in my sleep. Lud was literally talking about jerking off 2 minutes after. How am I banned? How is that related? How is that related? Wait, I should get banned? How is that on me? How do you type in my chat, Ludwig touches me? Blatant libel and slander. And then I'm talking about jerking off, which I'm allowed to do as a man on this earth with a microphone. And it's my fault. I don't want to unban this guy. This guy's a genuine threat to me. I don't want to be around people who say Ludwig touches me in my sleep. Deny. Ain't no way he's wearing that stupid hat, and then Tim banned him. And I know why this happened. I come into chat and cast one aspersion. One that so much so affected you trigger happy snowflake mods that you had to ban me on account of some nominal challenge to a fashion choice. Don't believe me? Then why the hell immediately resort to the severest form of punishment rather than exercise a lesser impermanent penalty to serve as a warning, or at least indicate that that sort of rhetoric is unwelcome? This indignation, do better. Tim, mod comment, I got him the hat, :C. Yeah, Tim bought me the hat for my birthday, and then the guy came in chat and said, ain't no way he's wearing that stupid hat. So Tim banned him. It is a rare case where I actually think both the ban is fair and the unban is fair. I think they both can exist. I think it was totally fair for Tim to have banned, and I think it's totally fine to unban. But I do think that is funny. I do think it is funny that you banned someone because they made fun of the hat you bought as a gift. I bought that hat. What the hell? That hat's actually really awesome, I think. I don't know. It was a nice hat. Holy shit, Valkyrie is insufferable. What I said is still true, but I have learned to not speak on that opinion now and will behave. Okay, in the very sentence where you are claiming you learned to not do it, you did it. So it's hard to believe that you learned to not do it because you literally couldn't stop yourself from doing it. Do you know what I mean? It is a double down. Unfortunately, we already marked it. So all we can simply do is deny. All right, next. Waffle on the Run. 999 plus messages. They have been following me for over a year. They have been on Twitch for over 10. Let's take a look at what happened. Way better with Invisigal. Blonde Blade doesn't really care how he got his tooth back. He had a bad heartbreak. He can't do it. Or just get the fucking password. Yes, that's not a password. Bro, are you... I'm very sorry for this message. I obviously should not have said this. I was very drunk and not thinking. I will never make a comment like this in chat again. It will only contribute positively to chat in the community. Okay, so they seem to be a very passionate chatter who really liked Dispatch. Should I mark it for the 999 or for the drunk? They're both so rare. I don't know which one is more rare. They're genuinely both so rare. Here's the deal. I guess the question is, would I rather see a racist or a Minecraft ban? And I'd rather see a Minecraft ban than a racist, so I'm going to mark it for drunk. Ideally, I don't see a racist today. It'd be a better day if that was the case. I think this is an easy unban based off of how many messages they've typed. And, you know, I think what their unban request was pretty straightforward. It's pretty fair. Some chats on Twitch, and I get why this happens. Some chats, right? The streamer's ripping this. The chat is ripping this. And there's a level of code switching required if you're going to be a Twitch viewer, hopping from chat to chat. Let's be honest. You're going to be typing quite differently if you're going from my chat to Pay Money Wubby's chat to Blackboy Max's chat. Okay? Depending on, you know, who you are, context, whatever. You just are gonna. It's fine. There are a lot less N-words in my chat. Okay? As there should be. But I've made like a pretty hard line, like, I don't know, years ago. People are question marking. What did I just say? You said, yep, there's less. Oh my God. You guys are fucking idiots. I'm saying people. Okay. Okay. Obviously, I'm trying to say that people do not casually throw around the N-word in my chat, which is good. I don't want that to be the case. And in other chats, okay, you'll see it all the time. It's just hard, man. It's just a hard job when you stream 7 hours. They say it's the hardest job on earth. So anyway, my chat culture, trying to avoid slurs from myself and also from chatters. First, I genuinely meant to type regard, but I didn't realize I hit T instead. Second, I know I definitely didn't say it twice, lol. Okay. Like, okay, you did though. You did. You factually did. Like, what do you mean? Like, you think the fucking Twitch.tv psyoped everybody and they threw a second one in? A second slur hit the chat? Like, what are we talking about here? Also, why would you say regard? In what context? In what context can an isolated regard make any sense? Auto mod makes it come up twice. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. Now, again, help me out. In what was this during the stream ends when somebody says the word challenge? That could be interesting. The question is, what was I doing 11/11/2025? Go to Sully Gnome. We're looking for Ludwig. Click. Now we're going to go to 90 days. We are going to go to more streams. We're going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. We have found it, 11/11. It was a just chatting stream. We're going to check the title. We played games and demos. I need more context. Let's go to Ludwig VODs. Ludwig VODs. Was it the Faudian game day? It was. It was the Faudian game day. Based off the lighting in the room, I must have started the stream somewhat late. It's the wrong day. It was on the 10th. Wait, read the description. The stream happened the 10th. You're right. Good looks. So it would have been stream ends if you guess the word. So he tried to type regard as the guessed word. His story checks out. Welcome back. There was a thin line to make it back to stream and somehow they found it. Okay. Okay. They wrote Peepo trans. Ludwig is right. Yingling struggles more than trans people. And then Yingling deleted it and banned them. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't reading the room. I came from the Yard episode where Ludwig said the same joke. This is a great example of the situation we talked about earlier. Yingo doesn't ban a lot. Okay? But I think it's fair for Yingo to be in chat, read this, and be like, what the fuck is my name being brought up for? He's a fucking pussy. And see, that now this is where you're banned for you being outraged. Because, guys, Yingo's just an employee. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that Slime likes going on the Yard and saying Yingo eats glue and crayons and just learned what a dictionary is. But ultimately, he's just a guy working a job. He's a working class guy who's just grinding through working his job. And, you know, part of it is that he's going to be roasted occasionally in front of millions of people. But I think it's totally fair for him to draw a line at where he's uncomfortable. I think that's okay. And I think I would be a bad boss if I didn't defend him from somebody who was being mean to him for not being able to take a joke enough. Because what's the trade-off? Why am I, or any other streamer, getting roasted out of existence every day? Okay? Because we can take a joke, sure. We're also fucking paid really handsomely for it. You know? It's a good gig for us. That's not Yingo's job. That's not part of his description. So I think this is an unban in my mind because they understood that they just parroted a joke somebody else made and, you know, made Yingo uncomfortable, whatever it is, what it is. I think we do two things here. I think we mark off 999 chats and I think we give him an unban. Okay? I think that's fair. So he's not paid handsomely. Not like a streamer is. No, he's paid like a job. You know, he's paid like, you know, whatever it is, $7.25 an hour. I forget what minimum wage is, but you know, he's paid. I understand. Oh, first off, before I read that, all lives do matter. Trans rights are not human rights. Trans rights shouldn't exist because we shouldn't have to focus on a group of people. They should all be equal. And then you dropped in all lives matter. Okay. I understand that I probably won't be unbanned, but I want to clarify I didn't mean to undermine trans people. Well, then you started off on the wrong foot. I was trying to say that they matter the same as everyone else and basically saying that trans rights are human rights in a different way. Well, yeah, I mean, trans rights are not human rights was a different way to say that, I guess. Okay. I am truly sorry if I offended anyone and would like to apologize. I'm so sorry. I love his content and what he does for people. Okay. I think, let me try to guess here. I think if I'm trying to understand you, you are trying to say it is unnecessary to elevate trans lives on a higher pedestal than other lives because all lives matters and trans people are part of all lives, which is like a fun thought, but that same thought doesn't work for the level of like pain certain groups go through. So it's like not all bigotry, not all hate crimes, not all slurs are given to all lives equally or whatever. So it's the only reason that like trans people get more love is because they get way more hate. And the hate is much louder than the love, so you got to be extra loving to counteract the hate. Is basically the idea. And that's it. Now, I'm with you. Like, yeah, let's jump to the dream universe where we're all treated equally and whatever. That's great. We're not there. We're not particularly close. But I would argue have made pretty significant advancements in the last, couple hundred years across pretty much all boards. We've been pretty successful. Women couldn't vote 107 years ago. The Civil Rights Act was 63 years ago, So I think all things considered, we're doing pretty well in the last couple hundred. But anyway, I think it's an easy deny, mostly because I don't know what the fuck this is. I tried to understand it. They're saying they tried to say that trans rights are human rights, and what they said was trans rights are not human rights. So this just feels like, let me write my essay 5 minutes before class type. I don't know. It just doesn't compute. Logically, I don't feel like you are being genuine. So I'll deny. Okay, dude. Bro, some chatters are not real people. Goated weapon is Lud gay. I love you. A girl said she loved me. I responded with thank you. At Kelby, fuck you. At Kelby, you wish you were that important. Tim banned them. My whole personality is to be an annoying fuck. I'm an elper. Voted for Trump 3 times and often called type in all caps. I survived 6 days of the Dark Souls marathon being an absolute tool. Yet at the very last day, some person named Kelby had so much motion, they were able to sway mods into a ban for simply saying a harmless fuck you. Whoever they are, they have motion. And this was not expected. If this ban was done by Tim, he's a sump, but replace the U for an I. Okay. What the fuck? Is this a damn copy pasta? They're at 889 messages. This is the craziest unbanned message I've ever read. He's a sump, but replace it with an I. Okay. You know what? Tim, I'm going to let you handle this one. Tim, this is all you, buddy. Take him out back. Let him come back. I want no peace with this guy. I want no part of it. I'm sure you're this bad. Must be nice to have a woman. Modern ladies hate to cook. Mad weird. Cutie, a real one. Wolverine, it's true. I know plenty of girls these days who hate to cook. What do you think? I made it up? Really insane permaban worthy stuff here, let me tell you. Can you get any more soft mods? Lol. Just the fucking worst chatter you know. Oh my god. That is just it's just tough reads. It's tough hangs. I think if you look statistically, women probably cook less. It's just the most insufferable guy you know. You're not banned for what you said. I think you're just banned because, man, it's tough to read what you write. Like, if you're hanging out with a group of people and someone says, must be nice to have a woman, just nothing that guy says is a follow-up. It's going to be a fun conversation. Every follow-up sentence is like, oh, fucking. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're high value, bro. Yeah, man. It's like, it's just tough vibes. They did compliment Cutie. That's true. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful life and find that special someone. Freed, fried, free day. Nice try, lol cow. Nice try, lol cow. Bro, stop eating and let me watch y'all play. Bro, no. 4 out of 10 Dark Souls player, by the way. At Slime IRL. So you picked up the gun. Undie streamer, just me. And you played Russian roulette with 6 bullets in the chamber. Nice. Then Slime banned them. I don't know. To be honest, keep grinding. Okay. We're going to put you in horny jail. Okay. I think that's a horny jail. Here's the deal. Okay, every person individually who's getting banned like this from slime, like, it's fine. It's an unban. Like, you guys are saying unban. Sure, I get why you're saying that. The problem is, it's just making my life harder because you know what you're doing. You're being like an insolent brat. That's what you're doing. It's like somebody has made very clear boundaries and lines, and then you're going, I'm not touching you. And then you get your fucking hand slapped, you know, and it's like, I got my hand slapped. Can you help me out here? So it's at a certain point, I'm like, well, yeah, you're just being an idiot. Like, what do you want from me? I don't give a shit. Now, here's the thing. There are very few people who are this cool in the unbanned forums, and he's playing it real cool. I don't know, to be honest. Keep grinding. I like that. I think he kept it cool. For me, I'm going to unban based off that. And that's where I'm at. He was very nonchalant. That's where I'm at. It comes down to what you say, but stop poking the bear. Joy Boy, mod me, I'm super cool. Why does Cinna look like a dude? And then someone replied to them, and then he said, I mean, spot the lie, right? I apologize if the joke was too harsh. Why did this result in a ban? Cinna is a great streamer, and I'm trying to be funny. Spot the lie, right? Dude, that's like shit I would come up with when I'm being just the worst human in the F-slur hangouts. I think it is fine to unban, but I would ask, this resulted in a ban because what you perceive as a joke could be taken seriously by Cinna and isn't very nice to say. That type of joke should be done in her chat, not mine. I will continue to ban you or anyone else if you say something rude about somebody I am collabing with. Unless it's really funny. Yeah, of course, the rule of funny always applies. Fuck that dude Squeaks. Shut up, Squeaks. You talk so much. You a side character. Get Skeeks off the fucking screen. Gah. Skeeks is so weird. Unban me when Skeeks gets canceled. What? Okay, I think they meant to say unban me when Squeaks gets canceled, which is a really fun thing to say. That's a really funny thing to say. I think that's a really funny thing to say. And by the way, that's a Squeaks hater. Add it to the board. That's a Squeaks hater. Unban me when Squeaks gets canceled. All right. Will do. Guys, remind me, when Squeaks gets canceled, we got to unban this guy. When the list comes out and the Aviant is proven and vindicated, we got to unban them. Okay. 224 messages following since 2024 or 2025, January. So about a year. Charities by, okay, wait, not, what is this? So they just said a bunch of shit. Pedo, no to charity wig. Charities by Ludwig. Mogul Moves, charity organization founded by Ludwig. Chess boxing, charity events, streamer-led charity live streams, various causes, disaster relief, health education, donation, matching charity streams, charity components, and off-brand produce events. You're the most charitable streamer I have met. I deeply apologize about my previous lack of knowledge. I would offer a trade. I get unbanned. You get my grandma's meatball recipe. I would upload it on YouTube. Oh, hold up. This is a good fucking deal. I don't really know what the fuck they were saying to get banned in the first place. I probably would have unbanned him anyway, but I got a meatball deal. You have 7 days to post the recipe or you are banned again. Tim, remind me, 7 days. Kaisered 2nd. This is from yesterday. They got banned 5 days ago. Mad because bad. It's not the game, it's you. I know ball kid. And then I banned them and they wrote weak ban. Tim banned him with a reason. No Steam profile link after Lud politely requested it. I remember this. I was playing Agree, the terms of service game. I said all you have to do is show me that you have an achievement in the game. And they couldn't provide it after claiming they knew ball. Pussy boy can't beat a game. Sad. Next. You suck, Ludwig. Turn off Nether Fog. You really suck. Nope, no, you suck, Cap. He called me Jewish. He was talking about how much he loved money, So I said, okay, that is a form of racism. There it is. That's bingo. We just got a racist. We just got a racist. We just got a racist. And that is not cool.